Grand Rising, I've mastered the art of being lame. And you can too. I know you probably like, who want to be lame? Like, I thought we avoided that like the Black Plague. But you see, you've been mistaken on what it means to be lame. Now, hold on with me. We're gonna go through it because I got some shit to tell you, but I gotta get through my day as well. So y'all gonna come with me as I explain to y'all the art of being lame. See, most shonen main characters are lame-coded. Itadori, Deku, Naruto, Yugi, etc. That's exactly why they are the main characters of the universes. Let me explain. I really just got a haircut too. Like, y'all really walking through the day with me. Like, we vlogging, but we really talking. We really dialoguing about some real shit though. But yeah, I know it may be hard to see the interwoven threads of lameness that created your favorite main character. That's exactly what we're gonna do in this video today. We're gonna break down the principles that govern the art of being lame. And while we at it, you know what I'm saying, we got to check the weave drip, bro. Gotta check it. You know what I'm saying? We have to. The Vizus, you know what I'm saying? Yusuke, demon time, bro. I'm on demon mode, bro. Demon mode, bro. When I was growing up, my heroes consisted of Naruto, Goku, Hiro from Gundam Wing, Atom from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I can honestly pile on a list for what would need to be another video, but I think you get the point. These characters to me represented some aspect that I wanted to embody, and sometimes quite literally become. Super Saiyan. But I had one glaring issue.
Oh my God.
I was black, and these type of people didn't exist IRL, especially not in a black format. Now, the reason those are problems is because as a young black guy who grew up in some of the more stereotypical black landscapes, the hood, there was zero space to be or aspire to be like those characters. For if you tried, you'd be banished from the ranks of blackdom and casted deep into the lame zone. And trust me, that was the equivalent of being sent to the Shadow Realm, or to the next dimension, as Vegeta would so eloquently put it while catching bodies on Namek.
Just a little shrimp dip.
See, being lame basically puts you on the outskirts of black culture, to the point where you'd be actively categorized into a sub-black existence, like, oh, you're an Oreo, or you talk white, and my favorite one, you don't eat watermelon? You ain't black. At the time, I didn't realize that this created in me a problem that would take years to unravel. This disdain to be anything but lame crafted a web of strings that locked me into an identity crisis. And here's a shameless plug here.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But I'm actually in the process of finishing up a music project by the same name, with a very special collaborator. You may know her as Galaxy Girl Pida. The project directly confronts this topic in a way music hasn't before. We call it weed music, but that's a deeper topic, so let's get back to being lame. See, I stopped trying to be cool a long time ago. Not because I couldn't make the cut, but because of what it takes to make the cut. See, the art of being cool, that's a dark art. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Right now, we're going to focus on the principles of the art of being lame. But first, let's understand the way most people understand lame. That means not being accepted in your peer group, or being perceived in a way that actively demotes you down the social ladder. For instance, Naruto was a lame. Deku, lame as. Even Goku was a lame, as told by Vegeta.
He is nothing but a joke!
Is that gonna be for me? Goku, do you really think you'll be able to fit into this? I
He was a low-class warrior. Now, before we walk down this path, this is your chance to turn back. Click off this video and return to the world as you once knew it. Because once you decided to walk down the path of the lame, you can kiss your social standing goodbye. I'm joking, kinda. But you can and will lose friends along the way. However, it's not all doom and gloom, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel once you understand the principles of the art of being lame. Learn. This is a twofold principle. Before you learn anything, you gotta first unlearn some things. You gotta unlearn who you think you are. That means all the labels your friends and family have given you, and the ones you've mistakenly given yourself. We can see examples of this with OG main characters like Goku. For him to reach entirely new levels of power, he had to first unlearn who he thought he was, which was human. It wasn't until he learned who he really was that he was able to transcend the boundaries of his race. For me, this comes in the form of understanding what it meant to be black. Not stereotypically black, but the very essence of black. I had to unlearn all the tropes that I thought was required of me in order to reach my fullest potential. This one took me the longest to master, because Goku had taught me everything, except how to get money. So you gotta ask yourself, are you really weird, or are you just unique? Are you really the go-to friend, or are you just easy to use? Are you really shy, or do you just prefer not being fake? Only then can we move on to the second phase of this principle, learning who you really are. The you that no one can define except you. The you that remains after everyone is gone. The you that you've been hiding from everyone. The real you. Once you master this initial principle, then you can move on to the second principle.
I'm just excited that I get to be a part of all of this, really.
Accept. This principle is where you accept yourself. Accept everything that you are not, and accept everything that you are. Accept that these things are not to be ashamed of. Accept that these things are to be celebrated every day and in every way. Most importantly, accept that this can only be realized by you. Accept that this is a solo experience. Exactly the way Naruto accepted that he didn't have any Kekkei Genkai, no special ninjutsu, didn't come from a prestigious clan, nothing. He accepted most of the people in the village he loved so much hated him. He accepted all of that truth about himself and worked even harder to become Hokage. Once you master this principle, then we can move to the third principle, MOURN.
As you learn to accept all of the things that you are, you must at the same time learn to accept all of the things that you are not. You must learn to let them go. And just because they no longer serve you, doesn't mean you're not allowed to mourn them. But yeah, that was it.
MOURN. This is arguably the most important principle of them all. MOURN means to feel or express grief or sorrow. Why is this important? What are we mourning? Well, we're mourning you. Because you're losing a part of yourself that you've known and adapted to all your life, and now you're letting that part of you go. See, a lot of people overlook the fight at the Valley of the End between Sasuke and Naruto. At the conclusion of their fight, Sasuke was crying. The rain represented that, esoterically, while at the same time covering the physical tears streaming from his face. Because Naruto represented an old aspect of himself that he was letting go, and in that moment, he mourned not just for Naruto, but his old self. In fact, allowing yourself to mourn gives rise to the next and final principle of the art of being lame. Emancipate, and we have arrived to the final principle, the principle upon which all others stand, the principle of emancipate, meaning to free from any controlling influence, such as traditional roles or beliefs. At its core, the art of being lame is about freeing yourself, transcending the limitations of your surroundings, old belief systems, and cultural norms that no longer serve you. For Goku, it was untethering the limitation of the Saiyan form and becoming legendary. For Naruto, it was freeing his mind from the belief that he was a loser and could never become Hokage. And for Marco B, that's me. It was transcending the cultural norms of being black and redefining black art forever. Without mastery, you could never wield the power of being lame, because to wield this power means to be free of all other powers before it.